All right, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I've got a hot take for you today, as you saw from the thumbnail and the title of this video. It's not clickbait. I'm serious. Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch 2 is just not good. It's just not good, and we're gonna talk about it. Probably gonna see a lot of craziness in the comments, defending it, agreeing, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But you know what? Mario Kart World kind of sucks. And that sucks, man. Okay, listen. Disclaimer. All of you know I am a huge, what you would call a Nintendo fanboy, okay? I am somebody that's been playing Nintendo my whole life. My channel is based primarily around Nintendo games, kind of all games. I'm a PlayStation guy as well. But if I had to pick one console, one platform that I would game on for the rest of my life, it would hands down be Nintendo. They're fantastic. I love Nintendo to death. But I can be realistic. I can be honest. So when the trailer hit, well, I will say when the first look hit, which I believe was during the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal trailer, right? The little teaser trailer we got for it. I didn't even know, like many of you, I was happy to find out after the fact that I wasn't the only one that went through this. I didn't even know if we were looking at a new Mario Kart game at all.
Is that a new Mario Kart? It's sad that I can't tell. I've played 8 Deluxe so much.
And that was the first red flag. I mean, obviously graphics aren't everything. Mario Kart isn't a game that needs to be leaps and bounds ahead of its previous iteration. And as I watched the trailer, you know, I got just sort of a weird feeling, and I really didn't recognize the feeling until after, when I could look back and be like, ah, that's what it was. But it just didn't feel right. It was just like, something's missing here. But then we heard, I think in the big Nintendo Direct, it was like the big Switch 2 Direct, we saw a new look for it, and it looked great, but it was still like missing something. I was like, what is it that it's missing? But then we got the news that there was going to be a Mario Kart World Direct.
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout
Oh my gosh.
for more information in the future.
April 17th, Direct. So I was like, okay, they're just teasing us, man. Nintendo's got that ace in the hole. Like they're waiting to show us something really cool with Mario Kart World. And then that Direct came, bro. Yeah, it was pretty terrible. Like it wasn't a Direct. It was really just like a glorified trailer rehashing all the stuff we'd seen before. And that was the next red flag. And then of course you had the price debacle. The $80 price thing got out, and we were all like, but I remember thinking then, okay, they're still hiding something. They're still hiding something. Yeah, they weren't hiding anything. Everything that we were seeing in these trailers and these first impressions, and you know, all of the like discussions online, people like, what are they hiding? What's waiting? Like that never came. Like we got exactly what we saw in those trailers, which was just kind of like nothing, man. It was just like a big nothing sandwich. So let's get into specifics. Let me just bust these out for you really quick. The open world, it's gorgeous, like graphically and aesthetically, like it's fantastic. It's awesome. I mean, all the like animals walking around, and like the, you know, like there's the camels and the elephants in the desert, and like all that stuff's really cool. There's nothing to do in the world. There's nothing to do. Now I know there's the tasks. In fact, let's talk about those. You have P-switches, which are like little mini challenges, right? And then you have the peach coins, which are a thing. And then you've got the question blocks, right? That you can run over. Sometimes they're on walls and stuff. I mean, they're okay. They're all right. The P-switch challenges are just not fun. Like some of them are kind of interesting. It's like, oh, that was a creative way to use this part of the geography, or like whatever. But it's like collect the blue coins. Like, get to this point in the time limit. Like they're really not interesting. They're really not like cool at all. And then the peach coins, what do those do? Nothing. You just collect them. What do the question blocks do? Nothing. You just run over them and like, yay, I found another one. It's It's really not good. But of course, challenges like this get interesting if you're getting a good reward for them, if there's some kind of satisfying payoff for what you're doing. What do you get for all these challenges? Stickers! Yay! You get stickers, okay? So what are stickers? How are these cool? They're not. They're not cool at all. There's like over 1,000 stickers you can collect, by the way, which I didn't do that research. I saw it online. There's like 1,050 or something. And these stickers are decals that you can put on your cart, which are like this big on the screen, you know? And if you're racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour with 24 other people, no one's seeing that sticker. It's usually on the front of the cart too, or the sides. The only place you're gonna see it is on the back, and I don't think they go on the back ever. So no one's gonna see that sticker. They're literally pointless, literally pointless. And a lot of the designs are kind of lame too. There's a few cool ones in there, but they're pointless. They do nothing. They're no good. And that is the reward for every single challenge. Every single collectible you get, that's your reward. What happens when you get all 1,000,000 stickers? I didn't do that, but I saw online the answer. You can guess it probably. Nothing. You get nothing. Nothing.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
The racetracks. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's racetracks were way more interesting. They were just more tightly designed. And I know that's nature of the beast with an open world game. Like, right, you gotta have... It changes the way it's made. But they just felt so much better and so much more creative and fun in Mario Kart 8. The courses in this game are not that great. And the roads are so wide. And there's so many long stretches of sort of nothing, which again, I understand. You have 24 racers now. You gotta change up the formula to make it work. I get that. It just doesn't quite work. And I'm not a programmer, I'm not a game designer. I can't like point out what to do to fix that part of it, but it just didn't really work. And by the way, 24 racers is a cool idea, but it doesn't really work either. I mean, I was excited when I first heard about it, but for some reason, it just doesn't work all the way. It's okay. Here's the best way I've decided to kind of put it. When it works, it's really fun and really cool. When it doesn't though, it's really bad and really infuriating and not fun at all. We all know part of Mario Kart, the Mario Kart experience is to be in first, you get hit with that blue shell or whatever, and you fall back like 7 spots in like 3 seconds, right? And you kind of have to struggle to get back up. That's present again here, but it's like 10 times worse because everybody's always clumped together. And when you have double the racers, man, it's frustrating. You get hit and then 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 you get hit. It's like, yeah, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's really bad. Okay, let's talk about the character roster. I like a lot of things about it. I like a lot of the switch ups they did. I like that they introduced the goofy enemies. The cow obviously is a huge win. Everybody loves the cow. I'm all for that. That's great. And there's a lot of characters, which is really fun. The way it's organized in the UI is very confusing. The way the pages work and stuff, but that's being nitpicky. But like the characters themselves are weird, man. It's so unbalanced as far as their cosmetics go. I just don't know what they're doing with the variety of costumes. Obviously your Marios and your Luigis and your big characters get tons. They have like 8, 9, 10 costumes each. That's fantastic. But like Pauline got 1? Are you serious? Our girl Pauline, who by the way, Nintendo knew 1 month later would have a game called Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out. She got 1 alternate costume. That's crazy. They didn't even have the decency to give Pauline her like red power suit, like her mayor power suit from Mario Odyssey. Like, why? Donkey Kong, same thing. I mean, he's in the spotlight with the Mario movie. Bonanza coming out soon. How many costumes did he have? 1? Maybe 2? I don't understand. Why the unbalance? It's crazy. And meanwhile, like Wario and Waluigi have like 1 million. It's so weird. And the only thing I can assume, the only thing I can think of is that they're gonna make us pay for the stuff in DLC later, which they better not. We're gonna get to the price thing in a sec. So how do you get these costumes? The food items. This is one of those things in the trailer. I was like, a new thing, fast food? You can go through drive-thrus? This is crazy. How cool is that? What does the food do? Literally just gives you a cosmetic, that's it. And it's kind of a really poorly implemented system. Like, there's so much potential there. Different foods at different areas give you different costumes. So what did everybody do, including myself? Well, I found a new spot, hit it with Mario, got a new costume, went into the menu, switched characters, went in with Luigi, got the costume, switched characters, Peach, Daisy, Bowser, Donkey Kong, and I got all... This took me about 3 days, and I was done with the game. I'm huge into customization. I'm huge into like cosmetic stuff. Like, that keeps me going and motivated in a game like this that doesn't really have like a story. That kind of like unlockable stuff keeps me going. So I gotta be honest, as soon as I got all the costumes, which again took like a few days, I kind of like beat the game. Like, I was done with it. I had no more motivation to play it because there was nothing else to do. The P switches and the Peach coins and all the collectibles on the open world in free roam mode, I was like, don't care. So once those costumes got finished up, I was kind of done. And that's sad. That's really sad that there was like nothing else to the game than that. Online play just sucks. That's all I have to say about that. Knockout Tour is fantastic. That's a great new mode. Love the idea. It plays pretty, it's a pretty fun thing to play. But you can't play online with friends. It's just like, it's Nintendo being Nintendo with online stuff. They've always sucked at it. They have their strengths. That's not one of them. This game, it's no different. Okay, so at the end of the day, here's my thing. The game for me cost 50 bucks. We're gonna get into the price thing now, yes. The game cost 50 bucks for me because I got it in the Mario Kart World bundle when I bought my Switch 2. Is it worth 50 bucks? No, just kidding. Yeah, I would say yes, but barely, honestly. Like, yeah, 50 bucks is fine for it. If we were in the Switch 1 era, like this game was originally supposed to come out for, and it was a $60 game, yeah, okay, like, you're pushing it. But dude, $80 for this game is a joke. It's an April Fool's level joke, okay? It's like highway robbery at this point. 80 bucks for this? Now hear me out. When we first heard the news about the $80 Mario Kart World or the $80 games, I was actually okay with it. I mean, as much as I could be. I was like, dang, that sucks, that's expensive. But guys, it's Nintendo. It's Mario Kart. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be playing this for 10 years. It's gonna be fantastic. Don't worry about it. It'll be worth the $80. Boy, was I wrong. It's not worth 80 bucks at all. If somebody gets this outside of the bundle, which I assume is gonna be the norm in the next year or so after these bundles run through, like, you're getting ripped off. It is not worth 80 bucks. All I know is I have a yearly like game night at my house with all the bros, and we always play Mario Kart. We're sticking with Deluxe, man. We're not going to be playing Mario Kart World. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so I've done my complaining. Very curious to hear what you guys have to say below. But I'm going to go through and say just a couple of things that I would call missed opportunities. How do you make Mario Kart World worth 80 bucks? Let me get your gears turning a little bit. And by the way, some of this could come later. I don't know. But if it does, it better be free DLC, free updates. Because if they're charging for extra stuff that makes the game as good as it should have been, whoo, that's not going to go down well. Number 1, a campaign mode. How do you evolve a Mario Kart game past Deluxe? I was thinking this for a long time during the Switch 1 era. Like, where do you take the game from here? Smash Ultimate has the same problem. Where do you take the series from there? You're at peak right now. There's nowhere else to go. Well, campaign mode, a real like story mode in Mario Kart World could be very interesting. Doesn't have to be super deep. It doesn't have to be super complex, but some kind of a like narrative-driven story mode would have been really cool. Number 2, getting off of your carts. Now, I know that's not that easy. That would have like made the game way harder to develop, but I'm not talking about like getting out of the cart during free roam and like wandering the world Breath of the Wild style. Like I wouldn't even want that. It ceases to be Mario Kart at that point, right? But during the showcases and the previews for this game, they made such a big deal about the open world and about free roam and about all the things you can do with your friends and exploring through game chat and visiting all these cool locations and taking pictures. Loved that. They didn't go near far enough with that idea. Like when I'm saying get off the carts, I'm picturing, you know, like you go to museums or movie theaters or restaurants, since they put such a big emphasis on that. And there's like a glowing pad outside in the parking lot. You stop there. Obviously, this is only in free roam mode. And if you're parked on that little pad for long enough, you'll see a little cutscene maybe of your characters jumping out of the carts, running into the restaurant together, sitting at the table. Even if it's just like a, hey, look at this cute animation, rotate the camera around and take pictures, like while they sit there and chat at the diner table. Like something like that would be fantastic. And it would just do so much to like bring us into this new open world, like in a substantial kind of way, instead of just driving around and looking at static things. Maybe some of them could have mini games, like maybe you watch your race replays at the drive-in movie theater. I mean, go park there in free roam and watch the movies. Like, it wouldn't have been that hard to just integrate a little more personality into what you can actually interact with in the world. And that brings me back to the sticker dilemma, right? Sticking your prized stickers on your cart where nobody will ever see them. How cool would it be if in free roam mode, you could drive up to a body shop and using the mouse controls, like spray paint your car, right? Like make custom cars and designs like with the mouse controls. Something would have helped. Something interactive in this world. Okay, next one, level editor. That's another way that you could progress the series past what it's been. As far as I know, and I'm not a Mario Kart expert, so forgive me if I'm wrong on this, I don't think Mario Kart World has ever really utilized a level editor functionality. How cool would that be if you could do that and like stamp it onto the world map, invite friends into your Mario Kart World and play around on your maps? And again, I know that's quite a big task to like work that into the formula. That would be a lot to ask, but even if it's just a separate mode, let me upload my level online and play with my friends in my custom level. Like, that would have been fantastic. I was gonna say 4, but I don't know what number I'm at this point, but this is my last major one. As far as progressing the series with battle mode, we've done the balloon thing a lot. It's fun, but like we're kind of over it at this point. I was kind of over it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe already. How do you evolve the battle mode? Oh, talk about a missed opportunity, man. Isn't there a game that's really popular right now that has a big map and it's a battle mode? It's like you have to fight to the death and be the last one standing. And there's like a storm that pushes you toward the middle of the map so that when you're scattered at first, you can loot up on items and it gets more and more intense as you... I swear there's a game like this. It's like Dude, why didn't they introduce a battle royale mode? Biggest missed opportunity ever. It was right there, Nintendo. Right there. Everybody else, Call of Duty, everybody else has cloned Fortnite. No one has any shame about it. I could see Nintendo doing that and doing it better because they're Nintendo. They're good at stuff like this when they want to be. You got an open world. Why didn't you do a battle royale mode? Seriously. Oh, it was right there, Nintendo. So overall, Mario Kart World was a very mediocre launch title, to put it mildly. I don't think it was very great. It wasn't a very strong game in general, but as the sole launch title from like a first party perspective, other than Welcome Tour, it was kind of a weak showing, to be honest. Donkey Kong Bonanza a month later should definitely have been the launch game. That game rules. It's so much fun. And I think these two would have done fine side by side. Bundle in the Mario Kart World, sure. Have Bonanza on launch day though, so that like me, 4 days into Mario Kart World, you're like, okay, I'm done with this. What else is there? You would have Donkey Kong sitting there ready to go. That's what they should have done, in my opinion. And let's be clear, let me make this very clear. I'm not a doomer and gloomer for the Switch 2. I love my Switch 2. It's fantastic. I'm excited for its future. It's gonna have the awesome games. It's gonna have the open world Mario. It's gonna have the new 3D Zelda. It's gonna be great. But as far as launches go, and it's sold very successfully at launch, very successfully. So it wasn't weak in that regard, but as far as launches go, as far as software is concerned, it was kind of a pathetic showing, and Mario Kart World really was not the Breath of the Wild of 2017, man. It just wasn't. So I'm hoping that Nintendo shows us what's next soon. We're at the time of this recording, we're approaching September. I'm feel pretty confident that Nintendo's going to stick to its normal plan and do like an end of August, probably mid-September Nintendo Direct, which is fine. I'm patient. I have plenty of things to play and do in the meantime, but like they do need to start showing their hand pretty quickly. I'm hoping this Direct, it kind of needs to be a slam dunk, home run, whatever sports analogy you want to use. It needs to be good. It needs to tease some pretty big deals. Metroid Prime 4 is coming. Maybe. We still don't know. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I better end the video there. Hopefully you guys leave your comments down below. I'd love to read them, discuss this with you. I imagine many of you will agree with me. If not, though, leave your comments down below. I want to read. I want to get hyped for Mario Kart World. Give me some reasons to jump back in. What do you think is coming in the future for it? Are we going to get big patches that sort of shake up the formula? Are we going to get paid DLC, free DLC, NSO exclusive DLC? Let me know below, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.